Yeah, so just to give you a little intro, here we're at the Lot Radio in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. It's a community internet radio, mainly based on music. We set up the project 6 years ago. This was a completely empty lot that we started to lease. We had a shipping container, that's a regular 20-feet shipping container that we had redesigned. It's exactly divided in two. On the left side, you have the radio studio, and on the right side, we have what we call the kiosk. That's where we sell beer, wine, coffee, and that's how we finance the whole operation. From day one, we decided to have a radio station where we would stream video. So we always had a little camera, kind of like security type of camera. And lucky enough, at the beginning, we were helped by livestream.com because they were based in Bushwick. The co-founder is Belgian, I'm from Belgium, and we tested some gear together, so we worked with them for a few years. It was a good moment. And they were one of the only ones to have a 24/7 streaming solution back in the days. Livestream.com was acquired by Vimeo, and since then they don't really offer the 24/7 option anymore. You have to stop every 12 hours, etc. And our radio station is always on, with DJs playing live from 10 a.m. to midnight every day, and then from midnight to 10 a.m. you have a playlist of the best shows from last week, last month. So it's always on, so we had to find a affordable, because we're not for profit, video streaming solution. And I couldn't find anything for a few times, but I kept on looking on Google, like doing search, and one day there's one address that I saw I had never clicked. I was like, livepeer.org, and I was like, that's weird. I clicked. It was a basic website, but it was at the beginning. I was like, wow, I like where it's going. I read quickly the technology, but some keywords that were interesting about the blockchain. I didn't understand anything, but it looked promising. And basically the fun thing is like you could start directly. Like I remember I did an account, I clicked a few clicks, and my RTMP server was set up. I tested directly with my software. It was streaming. I was like, well, this seems pretty legit. And so I set up an account and I started to use it on the side as a test because I was curious, and it was super stable. And that's when I reached out to the team to ask a little bit more about about the project as a whole. And that's when I switched for good to livepeer.org, and that's more than 2 years ago, I think. And when I reached out for the first time, they directly organized a big meeting with kind of all the core team of the project. So that was really fun to chat with them about the technology, where they wanted to go, and it was really reassuring to see everyone. So it was really cool. I felt really connected to them. They listened to what we wanted to have, etc. And so they were really helpful. And since then, to be honest, the product is so stable that I don't really have to communicate with you guys ever. And we just keep updated from time to time about a new technology or something like that. But overall, it does the job. The price is really affordable, and we're really happy with it. We decided to try to step away from Facebook because it's a mess and we cannot communicate with the people properly anymore on that platform. We still use Instagram. That's kind of our main platform right now, because we take one picture of every DJ when they come in the studio, and that's where we post about our events, etc. Otherwise, we have a newsletter. You can subscribe on the website, and our newsletter, there you get all the information. So we're definitely intrigued and actively curious, etc. We think we, as a community of so many DJs and so much audience, etc., we know at some point that we will do the switch and use some of those tools. We just didn't do the jump yet because we're still hesitating on the best solution, etc. But we know it's there and we're excited. We want to switch to that new world, but we need to feel it from here. We feel it's too early for us, like some things are missing here and there, but that's definitely somewhere we want to go. And that's why also I'm excited to work with IP, because for us it's kind of 1 foot already towards there, and that's where we want to go for sure.